Don't you find that your attitude towards a certain car model changes over time? For me, and I think for many others, it did with this Lexus CT200h. Today we will discuss the model itself, its faults, and I will share my own experience, because I have driven many thousands of kilometers with the CT200h. In 2011, when the first CT200h models were introduced to the market, the world was a very different place. We didn't know what a mass pandemic was, we were not dependent on social media. The first series of Game of Thrones came out, and Adele's song, Rolling in the Deep, was #1 on the music charts. At that time, there was no pollution tax where I live. Diesel cars dominated the market. It seemed, why buy this expensive Lexus CT200h when the Audi A3 was cheaper? Maybe it would be better to get a Golf, it will be more practical. For this reason, the CT200h was not a very popular choice. It's just that there wasn't much demand for such a car. But now that fuel prices are just under €2, you think about it. What other car can you buy for around €10,000 that is so economical, reliable, and made of quality materials? Of course, the CT200h was produced until this year and has had 2 upgrades, so the price could be well over $20,000 for a newer model. The Lexus CT is a hybrid electric car produced by Lexus, the luxury division of Toyota. It is a higher quality hybrid based on the Toyota Prius. CT200h. The model name is coded where the letters CT stand for compact touring and 200 means that the car's performance is equivalent to that of a conventional 2.0 engine H hybrid. The Connecticut 200h is powered by the same 1.8-liter internal combustion 4-cylinder petrol engine, Toyota 2 ZRFXE, as the Auris and Prius, developing 73 kilowatts, 98 horsepower, and 142 Nm, 105 pound-feet. Torque paired with the electric motor up to 100 kilowatts, 134 horsepower, and 207 Nm, 153 pound-feet. While the Lexus looks might deceive you into thinking it's a rather sporty car, it's not. And yes, the Lexus CT200h has an ECVT gearbox. Most people complain that the engine sounds very annoying with this gearbox. This is absolutely true. When you squeeze the throttle hard, it feels like you are tormenting the engine and the sound is simply tragic. But for 90% of the time, there is no sound. Most of the time you drive in complete silence or you just hear the sound like a monk in meditation. On the motorway, at the speed limit, it's okay too.
The car's controls are intuitive. Better than average equipped cars have this folding screen. It is operated with a computer-like mouse. It's awfully good. Everything is smooth. The only problem is that without the Bluetooth and the rear view camera there is not much to do with that screen. The phone automatically connects to the car, you put on a podcast, turn on the seat heating and you're in the jam. I don't know about you, but I get stuck in traffic jams every day. I get nervous when I'm driving with other cars. I can just hear the fuel pump pumping fuel as the engine idles. In traffic, when you move a few hundred meters and then stop again, the Lexus CT200h just blooms. It's made for it. Most of the time, you're just moving with the electric motor. If you don't press too hard on the accelerator, you can go about 2 kilometers on electric power alone and reach a top speed of 70 kilometers. The electric batteries recharge automatically when you are driving. Combining the internal combustion engine and electricity, this Lexus is very economical. Real fuel consumption, both in the city and in the countryside, is around 5.5 L per kilometer on average. This Lexus is very reliable, but has a few known problems, like the Prius. True fans of Toyota hybrids already know the sound when you start the car on a cold morning. This sound can occur for several reasons. Dirt buildup in the intake manifold, EGR or pipes. Time to change spark plugs. Or, if you're really unlucky, the engine head gasket is blown. When the car is left standing, usually during the cold season, coolant enters the cylinder through a leaking head gasket. Then, at startup, there is nowhere for that coolant to go and we hear this horrible sound. The engine shakes and there's white smoke. This fault is not cheap to fix. You must monitor the coolant level. Check that there is no buildup of excessive system pressure. It is also common for Lexus to experience a failure of the electric coolant pump during its service life. By the time a fault message is emitted, it's too late. The dashboard does not display the cooling temperature, so it is difficult to see. It is simply recommended to change the pump at 200,000 kilometers to prevent possible overheating of the engine. Hybrid batteries last a really long time. Even the 300,000 kilometers examples are still doing their job well. Well, if necessary, the battery can be dismantled and faulty cells replaced.
Frankly, it's one of the best city cars if you want to get from A to B in peace. It's economical, small and reliable. As times have changed and these models have become more popular, people are realizing that this car does not have to pay the pollution tax and they do not have to spend loads of money at the petrol station. Nowadays, a diesel A3 or a Golf no longer looks so attractive. Soon we will have to pay the pollution tax every year, and for many of us, money does not really stretch our pockets. If you need a small city car, I think the Lexus CT200h is a sensible choice. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it. That way I will know if I need to make another video. Let's discuss in the comments what you think of the Lexus CT200h. Share your experience. Maybe you think the car is too cool or it's just too low. Let's discuss. I'm interested in your opinion.